What's going on, Michael? Let's see if we get some New Year luck here. New Year's luck, excuse me. Yeah, alright, so we got a couple people already, so I'm not going to waste any time. Alright, let's just bring this up. I've got random.org. Go here. Alright, now just so you know, I'm going to switch to a second camera that's focused in on my screen, so I will not be able to see the chat for a little bit. Ooh, that's blurry. And I had this camera set to autofocus. Is this, I mean, it looks blurry to me. Is it blurry to you? Like if you see the chat on the side here? And at least in the first one, not in the infinite picture. Alright, well, I'm going to jump over. I'll jump back to the chat in a second, just so I'll wait for your responses. So, very blurry. That's what I thought. Alright, hold on. I'm just going to manually... Oh, you're looking on your phone. Alright, so I got to get like that close. One of these days I'm going to understand all this video crap. I need to get a second tripod. I only have one. Alright, so that's a little bit better. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Jump over here to this tab. Here is our break thread. So, and where is the break thread? There we go. Alright, so we highlight all the participants. Copy. Gotta come back over here. Alright, so that's good. I just jumped over. Now we come over to random. And we paste. Alright, so there's our list in there. Remember, we do this 5 times. So if you don't like Heartbreak, just wait for the 5th one. Because I know a lot of people, they go, oh man, if we only stopped on the 3rd one. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Okay, this is the one that counts. Number 5. And, oh, look at that. NSU Colonel, A Shade, Ivy Blue, Hilton, Right Stuff. Hilton with 2 in the top 10. Riddler with 9 and 10. Alright. Slowly. So you can see what's what. Now I will copy all of this. Copy. Now we'll put it in here. And random has been posted. Now I can come back here. And now we will bring up my stream and switch. Okay. Alright, Robo, we'll see you. Okay, so we got ourselves our 3rd case of Inflexions. Fun as always. We're still hunting for the con. We did not get a booklet in the second case. So, you know, it seemed like a couple of breaks that I had seen of entire cases, you seem to get one per case, but we didn't. The thought is that that Linda Park autograph relic is really thick, so I wonder if that is considered a different type of relic. Almost lost our boxes here. Come on, let's go. All right. Okay. There they are. Turn this in. Turn it down a little. And just a little bit more. All right, that should be good. Excuse me. All right, so we start off 3477 is our first box. So all you guys that are watching right now, how many of you were in the Twin Peaks archive break that was supposed to happen last night? I do have an update on that. So obviously they sent the wrong box. The correct box will be sent out tomorrow, and I should be able to break it Tuesday night. I don't think there's anything going on. Base, one of the villains. Holofoil base. We start with David Warner. As much as I hated it doing the autofocus, I think I'm gonna just get back to doing autofocus. I can never seem to quite get. Oh, there we go. I can be that close. All right. And they told me to see about doing a break of this other box since I already have it in my possession. I just have to figure out how much this box is. A sticker and Christopher Plummer. Boy, he must have signed a lot. The thing is, with the 2019 archives, it's not nearly as many hits in there. Okay, we got Captain Kirk in the portrait. And Nichelle Nichols. So I don't know how much it matters, you know, when it comes to, you know, the 2019. There's a couple of, you know, pretty decent hits. I mean, I was looking, that poker chip card looks like it's at least somewhere between 90 and 150, depending on how it's sold. Box 613. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just keep it at the same price. And then however many hits that ends up being, it is what it is. And hopefully we can fill that as well. I mean, it was never even an option because they didn't have it on their website. Here's one of the expressions. Robert Picardo. But when we looked at it last night, it was one of the mirror cards. I think there's only about 36 hits, I believe, something like that. Michael Snyder, I'm sure that'll be one of two. Oh, watching jump down to 0. What the hell? Oh, there you go. That's weird. Watchers was at 6 and then it just jumped to 0 instantly. My computer is running really wonky right now. How you doing tonight, Jason? I take it you didn't do very good? I mean, I only looked at like the top 8 picks. There's one of the phaser cuts. White. Kate Mulgrew. Maybe we had like a 30 case break. This is box 2585. Nimoy from here, or one of the other autographs of his. I really like the Nimoy out of this one, the Bridge Crew version. Another one of the Chakotay Heroism metal cards. And what do we get here? Connor Trenier. There we go, that's back up to 10. That was weird on my end. Like I said, my computer was going really weird for a second there. And how's it going there, Nate, and Finding Time? I will respond to you, Finding Time. I was out most of the day, and then I was watching the Pitiful Eagles. The end of the Saints game. Alright, we got Printing Plate, card 91 to Paul. And Walter Koenig. One of the villains. white. And Chase Masterson. I'm trying to think, the other one we pulled, did she have a heart on it? I was just shocked that the Saints lost. I think that's the biggest upset of the weekend. Box 611. There's another one of the mirror cards. Tim Russ. Come on. Scans will be clear. Yeah, I mean, I really, it didn't surprise me that the Patriots didn't win. I mean, honestly, you know, Brady's come down a notch, but he, you know, he really didn't have much of a team around him. A Torres Expressions metal card. Gates McFadden. So what does she have? 3 different autographs in this? She has the Bridge, the Classic, and the Next Generation versions. There's a portrait of Esri Dax. And Mark Allen Shepard, probably one of 2. I mean, really, the tests are going to be next week when whoever, I forget how the seedings came back out, but whoever goes up against Baltimore and San Francisco. Box 323. Jordy LaForge and the expression card. And Grace Lee Whitney. So for our upcoming breaks that I'll be submitting, guess we won't be doing any more Inflections, and definitely not going to bother with Valerian Steel. I mean, we really weren't going to make it at the price it was at last week. Sticker of Worth and Branscombe Richmond. That is yeah, it is pretty funky. I might throw a couple different breaks up just to see what sticks. Base. White parallel. There's a portrait of Rand. Yeah, it does have that look. And Nana Visitor Auto Relic. So that's 3 for 3 on her. What's going on, Vinny? Make a little bit of space. Well, you know what? While you're here, Vinny, let me ask you. Did you? I mean, I obviously didn't finish watching the second part of it since I'm down here. What did you think of the Doctor Who season premiere, 4602? Get a real Who fan to ask that. It's my main man, Sebastian. Here's one of the mirror cards. White base. And Terry Farrell. Oh, so you didn't watch the first part of it from New Year's? Phaser cut. Hollow foil. There's Michael Schneider number 2. I'd say the only thing, the guy that they have to, I don't know if anybody else watches the show or it's a spoiler, so but the bad guy, I don't know, I don't like how he's a little over emotional, I guess I would say, the way the actor's portraying him. Captain Picard on the heroism card, and Kate Mulgrew number 2. Oh, wrong side. Five, 8, 6, 4. This is not coming out as usual. Nurse Chapel, Heroism, and Momo Yashima. I wish I collected 8x10 autographs. You guys really seem to enjoy that Autograph of the Month Club. Base white. Brent Spiner. And we got ourselves 160 of 200, the Captain's Relic. we got the better of the two relics. A portrait of Quark. And the silver signature, Colm Meaney. Yeah, I enjoy that movie too. It's one of those ones you never really hear about it, but every time it's on, I'll watch it. Box 2584. Alright, well, since there's so many of you here, I'm going to start talking breaks so I can get some feedback. So, the 1969 has come down a little bit, but I think, George, I know you responded. I think we're going to try doing the one on the direct boxes and try and see if we can do it in the Facebook group. Marina Sirtis. And our first sketch. This one's fair. I mean, could be better. Got ourselves, let me get this thing to focus. There we go. This is a Chris Penix, Geordie LaForge. Not too shabby. Actually, it's downright phenomenal. There's one of the villain cards from the Borg Queen. Ralph Brannon, probably one of two. Alright, so anyway, so the 1969, I think it's a lot there's a lot more to the direct boxes, so I'm going to try one on there. Somebody sent me a message and asked me to do another Star Wars Masterworks. I don't know why. T'Pol sticker. And Malcolm McDowell. These ones are numbered. 87 of 150. They are, they're down, I think they're like at $11.75 a case. If that sounds right. I'm going to change Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to a hit draft. So hopefully get a little bit of traction on that. This is box 5863. CZX Outlander's down to 1050. If anybody wanted to try another case of that. And the DC one's down to 1300. Here's, who is this? I can't even read it. Marcia. Well, with Twin Peaks, I've got this other archive box now, So I'm going to try and fill that one. Nana Visitor. Come on, focus. Usually seems to focus once it gets hit by the light. But of course not. There it goes. So I'll be trying the... I just have to get, like I said at the very beginning of the video, I don't think you're on yet. I just have to get clarification on the price of this archive box. Because somebody has one for sale on eBay. Somebody posted it, I think for $900. There's a O'Brien sticker. Momo Yashima number 2. What did you get here? O'Brien Heroism metal card. And Next Generation style, Jonathan Frakes. And I don't get it. I really don't. I give up. Well, the thing is well, I mean, I'll keep going. I think these are still the same price, so I'll do case 4 after we finish case 3. I'm enjoying this. 2269. I am a little shocked at the some of the prices now. Just me personally, I've been checking, and I think I already missed out. I think I took too long. Yeah, I did. Son of a bitch. I do that every time. There's always auctions ending when I'm recording, and I don't like to snipe. I just bid and that's it. But I was checking. I'm going to pick myself up a base set of this. Come on. And I was looking, the parallel sets are going really cheap. And I don't know if just people don't want to collect them or what. But, and also the fact that people have put together so many of these parallel sets is kind of crazy to me. But one's just ended. I mean, how does this make sense? Base set ended at $62.61. White parallel set ended at $89. Well, that's the only thing that I'm afraid of. Finding time. Is that eventually they will. Unless they purchase so much of it that they'll, wait a while. Oh, we got a duplicate. Cole Meany, another silver one. Except for, well, I guess he's a lesser character. I mean, he spanned more shows. Got another sketch here, and of course it is not signed. It is signed on the front. Is it Jim Faustino? But it's a pretty detailed sketch. You know what? I'm going to take it out of the soft sleeve because it's getting a glare from that. This one needed to focus. This one I'm not pulling away until it focuses. There it goes. I'd say that one pencil sketch in the last case was our weakest sketch that we had pulled. Here's the, that was the Kirk Nimoy Dynamic Duos, Gates McFadden. I don't know, maybe because they did Valerian Steel first. I mean, even me, I'm just not as interested in picking up Inflections. Like, I mean, you saw my want list, it's on there, but I just haven't even bothered. The last thing I picked up, here's a Riker Heroism Metal card, and Thomas Dekker. Well, there is Shatner's in the duel. Remember that first duel we pulled was him and Avery Brooks. So we are just past the halfway point. This is box 11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 5621. I watched season 8 a little bit later, so most people had already seen it. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I agree with the dark, how that was hard to watch sometimes, especially if you weren't watching it at night to help you out. Scotty Heroism card. And Anthony Montgomery. Well, if they don't get a couple of major signers for this, season 8's not going to do well at all. I mean, I'll still collect my base and inserts. Valeris, base, white, base. And here is our Carl Urban. So you mean, but 10 regular length episodes instead of doing the extra long episodes that they did? Game of Thrones Evolution. Sharon Thomas. Game of Thrones autograph collection. Jackson. I don't know this name. Pencil sketch. Box 1352. Maybe it's Deshaun Jackson. That's what he was doing while he was on IR. Phaser cut of Phlox. Here's our first big signer, Whoopi. Lieutenant Yar portrait. And Ethan Phillips. Here's Mark Allen Shepard number 2. And Commander Tucker Heroism. Now, when you guys do your customs, so something like Whoopi Goldberg, I mean, so you would chop up a relatively expensive card. Box 3478. Let's see, Wesley Crusher Heroism. Ah, geez, not another one of this guy. Ah, just kidding. There we go. You were correct, Finding Time. Check-off sticker. And here's Ralph Brannon number 2. You know, in all seriousness, a View custom, I know there's been a lot of different hosts on that show, but I bet you every single one of them has probably written a book. You could probably get the signature from that. Here's a Data portrait. Beth Toussaint. I tell you, the first time I see this picture, I think that's Linda Hamilton. I never really liked Dune, so I'm not gonna be much for it. Box 612. Dr. Pulaski sticker. Who's Obnoxious PMs? Cyric Lofton. Dynamic Duos. It's a Star Trek Discovery. There's Tamara Lee Krinsky. Let's see, maybe we only get one of those. Oh. You know what I forgot to do? Well, before I get any further, when I did the last break, I had split these by the design, made it a little bit easier to go through at the end. So, I take a second. Oh, you know what? I think I put the same one. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy. Here's a Sulu heroism card, and Brent Spiner. But now, if you pull the Harrison Ford out of Ender's Game, I could see you chopping that up. You know, I can't believe, speaking of DNA, I sent them a message. Now, I had asked them a question once before, and they responded within a day or two. But I asked them about the Endgame Captain Marvel set coming out. We're going to do a break of that. And they only had 8-box cases listed on their website. They didn't have 6-box cases. So I was just, all I did was send them a message asking if, or excuse me, 16-box cases. Here's the bridge version of Cole Meany. And they never responded. I guess I'll send a second message. Because I would love to do a full 16-box case and do it as a reverse like we did with Flair. There's Ensign Kim, heroism card, and Julie Morgan. Five boxes to go and still no booklet. Here's a Q portrait. So, decisions. Nimoy, this one. I know, everybody's going to take the Ralph Brannon instead, right? Well, if we pulled that card, we're definitely not pulling a Cumberbatch too. Now we just got to hope for a duel at this point. Our big autographs are done. Wait a minute, didn't you trade for her in the first case? This was box 3182. we've already gotten 3 sketches, so I would say in the 5 boxes that are left, that's including the one I'm opening right now, we've got, I'd say we've got another printing plate coming, hopefully a booklet. After that, I don't think there's going to be much left. Oh, we got our first stamp. That's right, there's usually 2 stamps. This is number 4, which is Captain Janeway. Oh, this isn't a bad one either. This will be a top 15 probably pick, maybe somewhere in that area. I need the 2 base spots to start dropping, and then I'll buy a spot in. This might be a printing plate in here. This pack feels a little different. No, it's just a phaser cut card. I was gonna say it felt a little thin. Hollow foil. Laura Banks. Is the Jolene Blaylock, is that like the rarest card in this product? I mean, I haven't even looked. I mean, I don't really check the autographs, but Chakotay sticker, Anthony Montgomery in the silver signature, and not focusing as usual. Well, and hers is only an autograph relic. It's not just a straight autograph card, because we already got 3 autograph relics, and that's how many we got in the first 2 cases, I believe. Come on. And 3, 4, 7, 6. Well, like I said, the fact that we got 3 relics, and that's how many we got in the first 2 cases, I'm going to have to just guess we're not getting a 4th. Here's a villain cut, white, there's our base, and young Chekhov. I was actually kind of surprised how low the Chekhov and the Takei cards went in the last draft. There. That's one of these are the base cards starting to get in the view. Stack's getting too tall. Well, one thing I will say, there's a Tucker sticker. Tamara Lee Krinsky, the collation from Rittenhouse is 99% of the time spot on. Seven of 9 heroism card. And Christopher Plummer number 2. Man, he signed a lot of cards. Such a nice signature, though. I would love to know how long ago he signed these. I mean, what is he? He's 90-something years old. Oh, I just almost missed that post there, Todd. Yeah. Oh, minus the Dolan Stewart. I'm sorry. You see that? I start reading some of the posts, and I think they're answering other questions. Yeah, that is very, very rare. 1638. It's a Paul Heroism card. And Jonathan Frakes Bridge Crew autograph. Dynamic duos of Janeway and Chakotay, Nicholas Meyer. Michael Dorn. Two more boxes, two more chances for a duel, and still, like I said, just going by our other cases, still looking for a second printing plate and a second stamp. Five, 6, 2, 2. And they do a good job of, I mean, like, most of the packs all pretty much feel the same. I mean, you can usually tell which one has the metal card in it because of the weight of it. Sticker of Mayweather. Picardo number 2, I believe. Gotten 2 of him in every case. Our Wallace Shawn and our also our Ethan Phillips non. I just gotta show you. That was in the next pack. Now do that again. Say, hey, we didn't get our booklet yet. Captain Kirk Heroism and Wallace Shawn. And my turn. Got a portrait of Spock. And there's our Ethan Phillips number 2. Let's see. All right, take bets. We've got 3 autographs left. Who do we have here? Get your guesses in. I think we already got doubles of everybody that we get doubles from. Oh, we didn't get a double of Cirque Lofton. Box 1354. Well, we already got 2 Frakes. We got 1 Nichols. We got 2 McFadden's already. There's a phaser cut. Oh. Alright, we start with Sharon Thomas. So that's number 2 for her. Now, we'll go with this one. We did not get a Patrick Stewart yet. We've got 2 Frakes, and we got 1 Nichelle Nichols. I don't know if she has more than 1 kind in there, but we got a Bridge Crew autograph pretty early on in the case. Frakes, we got Bridge Crew, and we got Next Generation versions. There's a sticker of Phlox. Oh, we didn't have Dr. Bashir. Well, we're at the end, so you'll see a recap here. Alright, so no booklet. I'd still say, even without the booklet, that this case is probably the 2nd best case. And we did get our 2nd stamp. We got Cisco, 26 of 125. And our last autograph is Bridge Crew of Dorn. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying is I think I would consider this our 2nd best case. Case 1 was by far our best case. I think this comes in 2nd place. Excuse me, and then our 2nd case is in 3rd place. Oh. Okay, so we got 1 printing plate. It was T'Pol. It's a cyan. We got the Captain's Relic, 3 sketches. In particular, I mean, this Chris Penix of LaForge is just phenomenal. Alright, so for our autographs, we're going to do these, the Legends of Janeway. We got the Deep Space Nine version here, this kind of Bashir. This Deep Space Nine, we got our Wallace Shawn, Chase Masterson, and our 2 Mark Allen Shepherds. Got our 2 Christopher Plumbers. Next Generation, we got Worf, Data, Riker, and whoever this Beth Toussaint is Ishara Yar. Silver Signatures, Mayweather, Janeway, and 2 O'Briens. Let's do the bridge. So we got Worf. You know, I'll just do these. Dorn, Picardo number 1, Frakes, Koenig, Jerry Ryan, Meany. There's the Nichelle Nichols. Picardo number 2. What's this guy's name? Trenier, Grace Lee Whitney, Terry Farrell, Brent Spiner, Marina Sirtis, Nana Visitor, Gates McFadden, Anthony Montgomery, Cirque Lofton, Tim Russ, Ethan Phillips, Leonard Nimoy. Oh, you know, that's right. We got our 3 autograph relics, Urban, McDowell, and Visitor. And then in the classic version, Sharon Thomas number 1, Ethan Phillips, what's this guy? Nicholas Meyer, Tamara Lee Krinsky number 1, Laura Banks, I think we only got 1 of her. Julie Morgan, I think we only got 1 of her. David Warner, Michael Snyder number 1, Walter Koenig, Gates McFadden, Branscombe Richmond. There's Michael Snyder number 2, Momo Yashima number 1, Momo Yashima number 2, Thomas Decker number 1, Sharon Thomas number 2. There's Tamara Lee Krinsky number 2, Ralph Brannon number 2, and Whoopi Goldberg. And to cap it all off, Zoe Saldana. Okay, So that's the break. Yes, as long as the price stays the same, I will keep going. I'll put in for break number 4. And again, just as a quick recap for other breaks, join the Facebook group, iFish73, non-sport group breaks and mail service. We're going to try Endgame and Captain Marvel because Blowout isn't really, they're getting a very small amount, and they're not going to let us do a break for them until after it comes out. I think they want to kind of do a hold and wait on it to see price-wise where it is. So we're going to try and do one of those on Facebook. Also, might want to try another historic autograph 1969. There's a direct version which has almost twice as many hits in it. That's in the regular hobby version. Price is roughly the same that what we were doing over on Blowout. So I think that'll be good. Now, CZX Outlander is down to 1050 on Blowout. You guys all seem to like that did it. It took a long time to fill that case. Everybody talks about how the value in that is so much better than the DC version, yet we can't seem to fill a break of it. Season 4 Part 2 Walking Dead. That's right, it's still a 235. Well, there's roughly, so everybody would get four hits, because it's roughly 40 spots. Again, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was asked to do a box draft, but only 2 people joined in, so I'm going to switch that over to a hit draft. And somebody asked me to do Star Wars Masterworks. I mean, I think Masterworks is a bloodbath, but I'll put it up and we'll see what happens. Last is the DC CZX. Cases are down to 1,300. I think it's a high risk, high reward kind of a thing, but it is roughly, I guess it probably come out to about $5 a spot cheaper, because the cases are $200 or $300 cheaper than what they were using the same format. That way the last 2 or 3 spots get a sneak pick. But as far as I know, I have never seen the duel out there. So, maybe it's worth giving it a shot and seeing what happens. The first Star Wars Masterworks, 2012. Is that what you're talking about, George? Because I wouldn't even know where to find it. Now, they have 2018 Masterworks, but I think those cases are too expensive. I think, these cases, I think down to this price, you're not going to get much cheaper than, I think they're at $11.75. I think the first Masterworks was 2012. I could be wrong, but I feel like they've done it about 5 times. Oh, 15? Okay. What's up, Russell? I thought that there was a gap in there somewhere, so that the first year was back, like there was a space there. But I would love to even find unopened product of that. So that's about it for our breaks. If there's anything else you think we should try, shoot me a message. You can message me on here, message me on Facebook, message me on Blowout. I do respond. Might take me a couple days to get to you, but I will respond. I respond to everybody. And I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, the Twin Peaks break that was supposed to happen last night will happen Tuesday night. So be back for that one on Tuesday night for the correct Twin Peaks break. Oh yeah, it's the other thing. The Twin Peaks archive box that they sent me. I'm going to try and do a break of that. I just need to get clarification on the price. Because it's newer, the price is more. And I mean, the content is it's decent. When it comes to the archive box, it's really not much different than the archive box from last year's. Just less hits. And it's, it is what it is. So that's it, guys. And I will see you on Tuesday night.